This is madness. Joanna, the true culprit behind the abductions, was detained. This will put an end to the kidnapping. She's admitted to the crime and will meet us in Oceania for exhibition. Listen, I honestly don't think that calling it kidnapping at this point is understating it. Like, the kids that she kidnapped and the adults that she kidnapped were given, like, one of the worst deaths imaginable. She better be killed by the end of this. Like...
I've heard the news about Lady Joanna.
She needs to be executed.
I will assume the duty of our escort to the exhibition, and I'll ensure the warrant on Heisme is taken down. Rest assured, your bounty will be paid in full. After all, I asked that you find the true culprit, and so you did.
Ha ha! I say, we could upgrade the gauntlet runner with some extra spondulics, eh?
Neurus, I love you. He's so good.
Young man, I have a request. Could you donate a portion of the money to the bereaved families? I know 'tis not my place, but something must be done for them. Their pain must be unbearable.
Not just some of it. It's all rightfully theirs.
Well said.
You'll hear no objections from me. All we really needed was a head for the exhibition.
My word. You're all indeed true knights. I'll personally make sure the citizens all hear of your bravery and spirit.
I'm taking that throne!
Just as long as you keep this out of the public ear until the exhibition, right? We can't have our opponents finding out and trying anything underhanded.
You have my solemn word. I'm glad I entrusted this to you.
Quest clear. Alright, I'll take the courage up.
All right.
Trying to see what they were going for, but it just does not work. Like, I understand they were trying to do the parallel between Heisme and Joanna of both of them lost a child and they took it to two different, like, extremes. Like, Heisme just isolated himself from the world while Joanna, like, took it out on the world in her anger. And I get that, but trying to, like, pull Joanna back and be like, you just can't come back from child murder like this. Like, you just can't. Not when it was so incredibly, like, premeditated, right? Like, it would be one thing if, like, it would, like, accidentally, like, if the monster, like, found a kid or two or ate them, or if Morris was the one who was doing it and Joanna didn't know, then, like, she could come back from it. But Joanna, of sound mind, you know, quotation marks sound mind, I guess, of her own volition was like, hey, steal some kids and bring them here so I can feed them to a monster. It's insane. It's madness.
Heisme, 'twas thanks to you that we found the truth. We'd not have revealed the culprit or the secret of the castle on our own.
I agree. If Bardon thinks we're true knights all, that goes double for you.
The reasons are illogical, but the thing they do is logical, because if they chopped her head and showed it at the exhibition, the church would say they made the story up and killed a church person. We have presumably multiple witnesses among ourselves, but also with Bardon and the other people in the town who would no doubt back us for having done this. We have the giant monster that did the eating that we could be like, hey, look, like, at the end of the day, we could just show the monster and be like, here's the monster we killed, instead of even bringing Joanna into the equation. No matter what, leaving Joanna behind and assuming that she will follow through and meet us there is insane. Even if they don't kill her on the spot, she should be in chains in the gauntlet runner as we take her to the location and have this all sorted. At the bare minimum.
If you've nowhere else to go from here, perhaps you might join us and further lend us your strength.
You're in this race to become king, are you?
Not exactly. Look, you think it'd be alright to tell Heisme the truth?
I am in it to become king. I don't know what you guys are up to.
We've come this far together. It's fine by me.
Yes, I have no objections either.
We told Heisme everything.
So His Royal Highness lives. I see now why you all fought so desperately.
Would you lend us your strength?
You already know my answer. My life may not weigh much, but I gladly pledge it to your noble cause. If I'm to choose a lord out of loyalty instead of dependence, then there's absolutely no shame in that.
I expect great things of you, Heisme.
Yes, in my lord's name. And as a friend.
Oh my goodness, we're in triple digits now. After solving the case, I've gained support from the people of Martira. I'm one step closer to Luis and executing our plan to save the prince.
I wish I could have done more to help in Martira. I was so ready to prove myself, too.
Gallica seems to be doubting herself. She wanted to play a more active role, but I suppose things didn't go according to plan.
But maybe I found something better. A goal worth chasing.
It'd be really sick if you got to rank 3 right now, because I do want to get the next level of the mage soon.
So I'm gonna focus on that from now on.
I can sense Gallica's newfound motivation and faith in me. Okay, yeah, so she's like the cat in 5.
The mystical fairy, Gallica, keeper and heritor of the mage's virtues.
She ranks up based on story progression. All right.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
Rank 3! I think we've got
You and
the
me.
mage on the
Our
main
destinies
character
are
at like
intertwined.
rank 18 or something right now. Enemy analysis and squad battle is now more detailed. Oh, how fun. Nice. Now we really got to get Stroll to 3. Oh, that looks awesome! That looks sick. We can now study the wizard.
Okay, now all we have to do is head to Briarhaven and wait for Joanna to arrive.
Ah, about that. Dashed inconvenient, but there's apparently been a landslide on the Valley Road. Utterly impassable. The old road crews should have the mess cleared by the competition, so until then, your time is yours to waste.
Ah, that makes sense. That way we get the whole deadline worth of progress without it seeming dumb that the characters don't hurry towards the event.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, that was a good dungeon. That was like a good storyline, other than the weirdness with Joanna at the very end that I don't agree with how they handled.
The deadline is...
Even still, really good stuff. It'll be a few days until the road to Brawlhaven is restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see if anybody needs our help until then? An excellent suggestion. The city's residents still face manifold problems. If we were to lend a hand, then we stand to gain by improving our own reputations as well.
True.
We could also supplement our funds by taking on a simple bounty or two. Perhaps we should see what's available. Well then, let's make the most of the time available to us. It's up to you what we do next, Rogue. I know we have that sandworm to go kill, at least. And then more rank ups.
All right, then.
I hear a voice. Yes, Stroll. I need you to be at rank 3 like yesterday, my dude. Why do you have a little friendship thing? Are you actually gonna become one of my followers? Oh, intriguing. Stroll, well, I was about to say Stroll takes priority, but I'm not gonna go to a dungeon just yet, so we actually don't need to talk to Stroll immediately. Let's see what's up with Bardon.
Oh, you.
Well, hello there, what are you up to? The city's returned to its lively self, but were it not for all of you, thinking back, I do remember Lady Joanna disappearing at times. But I had not the slightest doubts about her then. I believed every word Joanna and Morris had to say, and I carried on without a care in the world. In some ways, the situation has shined a light upon me own weakness. I hate when they say me own instead of my own, because it makes me think I'm reading the sentence wrong every time. And I'll not make the mistake twice.
The truth is...
I'd love to speak with you if possible. Hope you'll make some time for me. Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
I was not expecting you to be a follower. Thank you, I owe ya. Just need your opinion on something.
And let me say it again. The town is safe now, thanks to you. Couldn't be more grateful to you.
Bardon! I heard you fixed up the hole in my shop's wall while I was gone. I could kiss you.
Why, 'twere no trouble at all. Your bonny wife had need of help, and we all have need of your shop.
Well, that may be, but I never knew a captain to be so generous.
My only wish is to render assistance in any way I can. Whatever wee matters I can take care of, I will. Even if they might not turn out as well as yours did.
What the hell? You bumped into me?
Well, who could avoid those massive ears, you damn russant?
Looks like I need to go keep a brawl at bay. Hey, listen, both of you. Enough already. Sorry about that. Right tragedy for the town hero to see something so disgraceful.
I'm not bothered, but are you?
Oh, my skin ain't that thin yet. It's just... that kind of manky scene has been more common lately.
Why are you bringing up Pokemon, bro?
Neighbors coming to blows. Good lads fighting. Whole town is right anxious. And that's what I wanted to discuss with you. I'm curious about you and your pals. You're all of different tribes, eh? Even got Heisme to join up with you. How exactly did you get so many different people to come together as one?
We have a shared vision, one which will benefit everyone.
That answer's befitting of you. So that's what brought you all together. And you're the idealistic leader. So it is. What we need here is a leader everyone acknowledges. We need a new system where the people themselves govern the town.
I think that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm much assured by your words. Thanks for being so accommodating. If you can manage it, would you help me out again sometime? With your consult, I know this town will keep getting better.
Of course. I'd like to keep helping you.
Oh, that would be a great help. Thank you. With your support, I'll be sure to make this town a nicer place to live.
the double-handed handshake. I can feel Bardon's profound love for the town as well as his faith in me.
The Honorable Guardsman, Bardon. Within him dwells the virtue of the Commander.
Commander, you say?
Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Veins!
I shall protect the town you all saved.
Down at the bottom right, all right. There are only 3 archetypes left, it looks like. I guess it's the heroic embodiment of the commander from Bardon. That looks pretty good.
I'd be glad if you came back soon. I'll try to have good news for you by then.
Is he really big or is the protagonist really small? The protagonist is like the shortest character in this game that isn't like a child or an animal. But also Bardon is pretty tall, yeah. Back to Martyra Tavern. I hear a voice. Ah, okay, Heisme is a nighttime follower. Heismay comes to mind. I should go talk with him. Yeah, we can get him to rank 2 ASAP. We're gonna want him to get to 3 pretty quick.
Come now.
Bah, that Heismay. Mature in most respects, yes, but he has the pickiness of a child. The other day, I made recommendation of a sumptuous Martyran delicacy, yet he insisted that he would never ever eat bugs. His loss, really? Oh, Hulkenberg. We ought to thank Bardon. We wouldn't have made it this far without his help. Even the inn he put us up in is rather pleasant, though I must say sandworm and cuisine don't belong in the same sentence. I agree, my dude. What is this about?
What are you playing at?
Please refrain from speaking to me. I'm trying to concentrate and cannot afford petty, Well, an Elda with a fairy companion. You must be the fool who thinks he can defy his tribe's legacy and take the throne.
What?
Thanks. I take it you don't sugarcoat anything. Who are you exactly? A fine question. I am a chef who once served His Royal Majesty, otherwise known as the Queen of Cuisine.
Whoa.
That's, quite the title, though you must have some serious skill to make food for royalty. I take it you don't work there anymore? I do not. If I could choose a king to serve, I'd want a true gourmet with a refined palate. But by the looks of you, I'm sure your taste must be pedestrian. Hey, rude. For your info, we collect all our own ingredients, and we've gotten pretty good in the kitchen.
Hey?
Indeed. I wonder then if you could make a dish to satisfy me. I aim to cook something to raise the sunken spirits of this town, so I would appreciate a dish that I could use as inspiration for my own cooking. Is 5,000 Reeve an appropriate reward? I'll also add in some of my high-quality ingredients as well. I'm not simply looking for a dish that tastes good, I need a creation that can help revitalize this town's very spirit. For example, a dish that uses local specialties, a dish that's easy on the stomach and rises like one's spirit after a taste. Is that too much of a challenge for you? I'll do it.
Lovely, that.
Such confidence. Perhaps you're capable of surprising me. If your cooking proves worthy, I dare say I might actively support your candidacy.
Okay.
A dish using local specialties? Ah, how about mellow milk? That easy food she mentioned, does she mean something soft and fluffy? Maybe we should start with recipes that call for milk.
Let's
All right.
give it a shot.
No deadline, plenty of time. Limp goldfish?
Yeah.
Sounds tough, but if we can pull it off, we'll get a reward and a new supporter. Let's make a dish she'll be raving about for days. Okay, so I need to buy some of that specific milk on Idol's Day.
Well,
Is today Idol's Day?
do?
It is.
Pardon?
Water cellar. I need your best water. And by that I mean mellow milk. Give me 3 of those.
Pardon?
Should be enough. Heismay. Let's get you to rank 2, buddy. Where you at? You're here in Oh, you're from Yugi Village. Need to push myself harder. Yeah. Let's go talk with him. Oh, he's in here. That makes sense.
Ah, it's you.
Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I've been thinking I ought to resume the training drills for my Shadow Guard days. The battles ahead will demand no less of me. My apologies, but if you've business with me, might we discuss it another time? Could you teach me? Well, I'm afraid this training is tailored to a Yuji's stature. It's not a thing for you to learn. It'll help me understand you, though. Look at how eloquent I am.
I see.
I suppose knowing the fighting style of your allies would help broaden your possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Mark my technique closely then, and you'll learn the ways of the Shadow Guard. But proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to tag along, I hope you're ready to be here a while. I'm all set. Well said. A bit cramped right here, though, isn't it? Let's go to the woods nearby instead. Come on.
Now then.
Let's start with a little test, see if you can keep up with my movements. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now let's begin.
Huh?
You're wide open. From here, it'd be a simple thing to slit your throat. You were careless. You're just so cool, Heismay. Enough of that now. I don't mind the compliment, but you're laying it on a bit thick.
All right.
I'll do it as many times as you like. Don't rely on sight. You must sense through your very skin.
May I speak?
Your enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind. But how can I do that?
Well...
How indeed? Finding these answers is also part of the training. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least, you can decide what you aspire to. What if I just get lucky?
Then...
Want to keep going?
Then...
That seems enough for one day. Shall we share a drink then? Let us retire to my castle back on the runner.
Oh.
I found some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? Yes, a bracing drink, but nowhere near as good as the spirits back home.
Hold on.
Do you miss your hometown?
No.
Not particularly. Talking with you just reminded me of my son. It's been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself had he lived. Another wish unfulfilled, I suppose. I'll never forget the day I cremated my son's body and mourned his death.
Huh?
What do you mean by cremated? All right, everyone else buries their bodies as they are without giving them to the flame.
The truth is...
It's the way of the Yugif boy. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place in the beyond.
Oh.
Then, those who remain must lay the bones to rest somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I've yet to find a place fit for my son to take his final rest. I can't imagine he'd be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed.
I apologize.
Apologies, I shouldn't be talking to you about this. Then let's find his rightful place together.
No.
We've an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours of any inconvenience, boy. I can't put that burden on you.
Let's do it.
Still, we can do it. It's for your son's sake, isn't it?
Thank you.
I thank you for your kindness, truly. I'll do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thank you again. A toast, then, to cement our vow. You with a cup of delicious tea.
Cheers.
Yes, a toast, but not to mark my regrets. To commemorate our coming together and to the beginning of mourning. Heartache for his departed son. Rank up! What does rank 2 give me? Just make it cheaper to learn the thing. Reduces mag cost of studying thief, yeah. Displays the location of strong enemies on dungeon maps. Oh, interesting.
My thanks.
We can save this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you'll help me, though, and I dare say, tonight I'll rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.